What was that surreal show you were just watching?
What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai?
He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear.
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. How can you not know the great Salmonella? That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick? It stopped at 2:15. Therefore, we are innocent. He always! The Steel Samurai always wins, always! The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill.
I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. Hello and welcome back. This is Queen 3210 and we are picking up where we left off last time on episode 3, The Turnabout Samurai. It seems that visiting the studio once again has earthed up more suspects, but those suspects have an airtight alibi. What is worse is we found out that we've received another witness rather, and he actually saw the event take place. But my suspicion is he saw the Steel Samurai kill the victim. He did not actually see Will Powers. But in order to find that out, we will have to continue the episode, which is what we shall do. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Why do you look so unhappy?
Because the prosecution has a witness who claims to have seen the Steel Samurai murder the culprit. And it's not looking good for us. Because there's no one else it could have been. Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh. She looks even unhappier. Phoenix. Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
Damn! This is no time for dead people jokes, please. Come on now.
You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked?
We have to find something, Phoenix. Today. It's that, or we lose the trial.
This isn't gonna be easy.
No, it is not. But we're gonna do it anyway. October 19th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if it'll be that producer.
The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand.
Or that director.
Yeah, he doesn't look shifty. Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude can you be? You don't know me? I'm the director, the Steel Samurai, noob, rolling on the floor laughing. Salmonella, I'm a director, television.
Were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. For Wright, she doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I mean, you did ask for her to kind of show up here and, like, possess her younger sister, dude. So, of course she's gonna put on the pressure.
I was at the studio from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammond's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
I was at the studio from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through.
Let's press him a little bit. In the employee area?
And that's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate.
Was anyone else at the run-through?
Oh, yeah. That security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was jeering on Hammer, if you can believe it.
She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else?
Nope, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch.
So in the end, you didn't get to eat?
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
That must have been tough.
Phoenix?
Yeah?
Doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
It's a little vague. Or it's contradictory. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manila, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak?
Yeah, good call. Well, I had chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation.
I see. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. Okay, let's try contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila.
What do you want?
When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
A mental image I will carry with me to the grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kinda can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here?
A few moments later.
Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press them harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break?
Oops, rolling on the floor laughing.
Well?
Mr. Manila, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please.
Oh, Edgeworth is laughing.
Well,
What? FWILW? We took a break, rolling on the floor laughing.
but it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
What time was this break? What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. Guess it's possible time-wise. But there's still the issue of the broken statue. Oh, he's got it. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1?
I mean, I would like to claim it, but at the same time, it is impossible because of the broken statue. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the Studio 1 in that time. Ha ha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. How about I see you had at least an inkling of the truth?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's quite simple, really. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of the death. However... sorry guys, I have to take a quick drink. The path from here to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. It had to have been really strong, or it had to have been not as enforced properly. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over?
Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in the Studio 2 in the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness who saw the man in the costume but didn't actually see the man who was in the costume.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
October 19th, 11:04 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. She's not happy. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's gonna happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. October 19th, 11:15 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. What cruel questioning? Holy shit! Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hawkins to the stand. Oh, he can't even see over the top. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on.
Oh, right. God, please bring him in a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Okay, now we can see him. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness? What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Ugh. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hawkins. I'm in the 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Witness, Cody.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with a beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth, a very long day. I actually wanted to read that, but that's fine. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission, if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid? And you lost?
I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, though. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make note of it in the court record.
Cody's camera has been added to the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that the old lady wouldn't catch me. And I was going for the studio. I kinda got lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. I totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you are talking to a child. This kid's tougher than most adults we see in here, actually.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me.
Off the path?
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow, I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes.
You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. And man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next?
I was kind of hoping he would have actually pointed out, like, how long, like, how do you know that you got lost for, like, 2 hours, like, for 30 minutes?
When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai.
The Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
It totally rocked. Right before my eyes came out the bad guy.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy. A person. Kind of tall. Skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. He was kind of far away.
Huh. He's being awfully vague.
Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he was a real pro. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? Guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix. Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Easy for you to say.
I wanted to see.
Okay, blah blah blah. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. Especially if it's your first time watching a rehearsal. Of course you'd want to take pictures for posterity, right? You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? He's just called you out, buddy. You gonna take that? Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
So then you just lied on the stand. So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Well, why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stops moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. It's very brief and very vague, in fact.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham!
So the bad guy attacked him first.
Yeah!
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kind of don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happens next?
Then the bad guy stopped moving.
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? No, you need to press him harder. He is a child and all, but we need details. Cody?
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. No, he didn't actually. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part. The killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Oh, fuck. I think the third... I think showing evidence is the right track, but I'm trying to figure out what it was. He wasn't watching something else, I don't think. Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did Cody look away from the fight?
I have no idea.
5 minutes later.
I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say that it's his camera. Here's my proof. Oh, and the music's gone down. That means I got it right. Woohoo!
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too. Ah!
Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. Oh, what's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he would just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right? Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Yeah, means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
But very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination all the same. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? Ooh, that's the first sign that it actually was not Will Powers, because Will Powers would move as the Steel Samurai should. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground in the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened, yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
Booyah, motherfucker! I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Oh, wow!
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody?
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. You erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious?
Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a contradiction soon or have some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? It really doesn't make sense. Especially when you take into account the scrapbook. Cody.
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it up with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Exactly. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Mr. Wright? What exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has ever won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would have expected to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor.
No, wait! No way!
Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what truth it is. And what a truth it is.
Mia?
Are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is correct. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photo he took?
Because the Steel Samurai wasn't the winner. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those pictures.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Oh. Because of course he had to throw in that line.
You can't handle the truth!
Order! I will have order! Well, witness, Cody, is this true? Well, what did you see? Tell the court what you saw!
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Order!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what is going on here?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error.
An error?
What's this all about? Ooh. Clearly Hammer was dead. The Steel Samurai was the victim, but Hammer was also the victim. There was no what? I'm gonna start stabbing in the dark. There was no victim in this case. Oh wow, I called it right.
What? Has the defense taken leave of its senses?
Of course, Jack Hammer died. But the Steel Samurai fell too. It was a draw. Well, I'm waiting. Sorry, I was too shocked to say anything there for a second. Listen, Wright. Only one person died in this incident, and that is Jack Hammer. Yet now you claim there was no victim? Are you insane? Uh-oh. He's pulling out all the stops now. I'm sorry. It was I who was the wrong. Okay, right. First you're right, now you're wrong. Which is it? Okay, so yeah, that was the wrong answer. The game pulled my leg there. But look, I'm sure there's something we're overlooking. If you're so sure, then tell us what it is. What is this all about? Okay, so we know there is no victim is the wrong answer. So let's go with Hammer was the victim. Quite simply, the victim was Jack Hammer.
Mr. Wright? We all know that.
Right.
Perhaps you'd like to reconsider your last statement?
I'm sorry. Okay, so that is the wrong answer. The Steel Samurai was the victim. Okay. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. That's sort of where I was going with it, but...
Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim? Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury.
But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to the Studio One already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then, he snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it.
You do?
I thought that the steel samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us, quickly.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now!
Here, this is it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that this could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia?
What? Look at that photo one more time. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What?
Your Honor, may I see that photo one more time, please?
Certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the fact as we know them in that photo.
Oh, there is?
Find the inconsistency in the photo. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. I don't know.
A few moments later.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say it's the number 2. Your Honor, look at this.
I see. A gate?
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
A number? Oh yes, well it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct?
Ah!
I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees where I'm getting at.
But that's impossible. Eh? What's all this about? Please explain so that I might be shot alongside the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Okay, this I know. Here, at Studio 2.
Oh, I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Because the path was blocked. The trailer is there, the path is blocked. Because the path was blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime.
Order! Order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim!
Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Maybe he wanted to be a good guy. I mean, if you think about it, he had a whole bunch of roles beforehand. But he gets cast as the evil magistrate, the villain? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the detail of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, is the one who stole the costume. Do we have proof? I think we do, but at the same time, I'm not sure if it's conclusive. You know what? YOLO. I have proof.
You do? You do, Mr. Wright?
And now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Yeah, there you go. That's my problem there. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle.
An idea? Very well, let's hear it.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle.
Empty bottle given to the judge.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today.
Oh boy. Does this mean what I think it means?
Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him, and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicions of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Whew. October 19th, 2:47 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Whew. My words exactly, Phoenix. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial. Me too.
Really? You both seemed so confident.
Ha, maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too.
Dad?
Oh, of course, we're only kidding.
Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Might want to keep that to yourself, dude. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right. Thanks.
Yep, I was afraid of that. As soon as I heard he was extending it. And well, we have reached the end of this part. So it turns out that it was Jack Hammer inside of the suit. So now we have to figure out why he stole the suit and how did he end up dead. As well as who killed him. Tall order. And after having listened to Salmonella's testimony, there were really only 2 people who could have been. The director himself or the producer. Which one was it? I have a feeling that we're going to get thrown yet another curveball, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But we won't find out until the next time. So until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like or subscribe. If not, leave a comment below letting me know what I can do to improve. And as always, until the next time, ciao.